Hey everyone. Have you ever wondered why some men choose to cross-dress? It's not always what people think. Today, we're breaking down the real reasons, from self-expression to pure comfort. Let's dive in. Reason 1: self-expression. For many, cross-dressing is a way to explore different sides of themselves, expressing creativity through clothing, makeup, and style. Let's talk about this one. What do you like about women's clothing or women's style? Do you have a favorite piece of women's clothing that you love to wear? Why do you like it so much? Share your thoughts. Hello, my name is Amelia. I am 53 years old and I am a man. I love to cross-dress. The first reason I cross-dress is because I love self-expression. That's something that I really get to do when I put on women's clothes. I love doing makeup. I love doing hair. I just love that whole creative process. It's an outlet for me. It's something that I enjoy and it makes me happy. Reason 2: comfort and fashion freedom. Women's clothing often offers a variety of fabrics, colors, and styles that men's fashion simply doesn't. Cross-dressing can be about enjoying those choices without restriction. What's the most comfortable piece of women's clothing that you've ever worn? Do you have a go-to piece that you always gravitate towards when you cross-dress? Why is it so comfortable for you? Share your thoughts. The reason I cross-dress is comfort. There's a lot more freedom in women's fashion than there is in men's fashion, and I can experiment with lots of different styles and colors and fabrics. I love wearing dresses and skirts. They're really comfortable and I feel really good in them. And I also like doing makeup and experimenting with different looks. Reason 3: gender exploration. For some, it's about exploring gender identity, seeing how it feels to present differently and what that says about who they are. What does gender expression mean to you? How does it relate to your overall identity? Feel free to share your pronouns and chosen name if you'd like to. Share your thoughts. My pronouns are they, them, and I identify as non-binary. I first started cross-dressing when I was 14. At the time, I didn't have a name, but I knew I wasn't a girl, but I also wasn't a boy. I just wanted to try it out. And so I went to my mum's closet and I tried on her dresses and I felt good. For me, cross-dressing is about gender exploration. It's a way for me to express myself and to understand my gender identity. I don't have to conform to gender norms or expectations. I can just be myself and explore who I am. I've also found that cross-dressing has helped me to become more comfortable in my own skin. I've learned to embrace my femininity and my masculinity, and to celebrate my unique gender identity. Cross-dressing is not just about clothing. It's about self-discovery, acceptance, and empowerment. Reason 4: confidence and empowerment. Cross-dressing can boost confidence, letting someone embrace a more empowered or playful version of themselves. What's your most confident moment when you were cross-dressed? Was there a particular outfit, makeup look, or accessory that made you feel extra confident? Share your thoughts. The reason I love cross-dressing is because it makes me feel confident and empowered. When I put on women's clothes and makeup, I feel like I can take on the world. I feel like I can be anything I want to be. It's a great feeling. I also love the creativity involved in cross-dressing. I love putting together different outfits and experimenting with different looks. It's a fun way to express myself, and it's a great way to meet new people. Reason 5. Personal enjoyment. Sometimes it's just for fun. No deep meaning, just enjoying the process, the look and the feeling. What's your favorite part of the process when you're cross-dressing? Is it trying on clothes, doing makeup, accessorizing, or maybe even just the planning and anticipation? Share your thoughts. I love the creativity involved in putting together different outfits and experimenting with different looks. I also love the process of doing makeup and hair. It's relaxing for me and it's a great way to de-stress. I also love how I feel when I'm cross-dressed. I feel feminine and pretty and I love it. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room. People might assume that someone who cross-dresses must be gay or transgender, but that's not always the case. People cross-dress for all kinds of personal reasons. Just because someone likes to wear women's clothing doesn't mean they're gay or transgender. Sexuality and gender identity are separate issues, and people can be straight and cross-dress, or gay and not cross-dress. Similarly, people can identify as male, female, or non-binary and cross-dress. Cross-dressing is a personal choice, and it's up to each individual to decide why they cross-dress and how they identify. So is cross-dressing the same as wanting to transition? Not necessarily. Some people who cross-dress may also identify as transgender or gender nonconforming and may choose to medically transition as well. However, cross-dressing is not a requirement for any sexual or gender identity. It's important to respect people's choices regarding their own bodies and identities and to avoid making assumptions. Let's clear up some common misconceptions about cross-dressing. Firstly, cross-dressing is not just for people who are gay or transgender. People of all sexual orientations and gender identities can choose to cross-dress. Secondly, cross-dressing is not always about wanting to transition. While some people who cross-dress may also identify as transgender, cross-dressing is not a requirement for any sexual or gender identity. Thirdly, cross-dressing is not a mental illness. The Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, DSM, which is used by mental health professionals to diagnose mental illnesses, does not classify cross-dressing as a mental illness. In fact, the DSM recognizes cross-dressing as a form of gender non-conforming behavior, which is a normal and healthy part of the human experience. Fourthly, cross-dressing is not something that people should be ashamed of. It is a personal choice that should be respected. Overall, cross-dressing is a deeply personal decision, and it's important to approach the topic with sensitivity and respect. Remember, it's not always about sexuality, gender identity, or wanting to transition. It's about personal choice, expression, and enjoyment. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like button and subscribe for more content. You can also check out our other videos on similar topics. Thanks for watching. Until next time, remember to be kind to yourself and others. It's not always what people think. You can find more information about cross-dressing and gender identity online. If you're looking for resources to learn more about cross-dressing and gender identity, here are some options. The Trevor Project is an organization that provides crisis intervention and suicide prevention services to LGBTQ young people under the age of 25. Their website has a wealth of information on a variety of topics, including cross-dressing and gender identity. GLAAD is an organization that works to promote understanding and acceptance of LGBTQ people through media advocacy. Their website has a variety of resources on cross-dressing and gender identity, as well as other LGBTQ issues. Human Rights Campaign, HRC, is an organization that works to achieve equality for LGBTQ people. Their website has a section dedicated to transgender people, which includes information on cross-dressing and gender identity. PFLAG is an organization that provides support, education and advocacy for families and allies of LGBTQ people. Their website has a variety of resources on cross-dressing and gender identity, as well as other LGBTQ issues. Gender Spectrum is an organization that provides education and support to families and schools on gender identity and expression. Their website has a wealth of information on cross-dressing and gender identity, as well as other LGBTQ issues. These are just a few of the organizations that can provide you with information and support on cross-dressing and gender identity. If you're struggling with your gender identity or sexual orientation, please reach out to a trusted mental health professional. They can provide you with the support and guidance you need to explore your identity and make informed decisions about your life.